Welcome, 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 everyone. I am super excited that we are sharing a Facebook Live with you today. I am Octavia Connor, and with me is Shaniece M. Wise. And I'm going to have her introduce herself, and I'm going to give you a little bit more information about her as well. But welcome, 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 everyone, to our joint Facebook Live video. Now, I want you to make sure that you share this video. So share this video on your social media outlets. And as you are joining us, make sure that you say hello as well in the comments. Shaniece?
Hey everyone, just trying to make sure that we are all set up and set up well. So again, my name is Shaniece M. Wise, and Octavia, thank you for starting us out and introducing me. So now, you want me to tell everybody who I am? Is that what y'all take great instructions. So is that what you're telling me?
I guess so, yeah. Go ahead and share.
Okay, all right, cool.
A little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me, okay. So my name is Shaniece, and I am a business expansion coach as well as strategist. And I teach entrepreneurs how to level up their business in order to create multiple sources of income and in order really to develop a six-figure profit. So that's what I do. I teach already established business owners how to get to a level where they're earning at least six figures in profits or more at the end of the day.
Nice, nice. Okay. I know everyone should want to earn more than six figures in profits. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Octavia Connor. I am the virtual CFO that turns six-figure business owners into millionaires sooner than they think by providing strategic insight and high-level financial management support. I make financial management fun, so that all areas of your business operates in a natural flow. And we are super excited today to come to you to provide information on your $1 million business. For those of you that have already crossed the $1 million mark, and for those of you that desire to cross the $1 million mark, we're going to provide what you should do as you begin to earn $1 million plus in your company.
All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Octavia, let's talk about why we decided to do this Facebook live webinar, whatever you want to call it. Let's kind of dive into why we decided to do this today and how we feel it's going to empower business owners that desire to cross the 6 to 7 figure mark, or they've already crossed it and their businesses are really not set up the right way. Mm-hmm. So share with everyone why we decided to even have this conversation.
Well, I think with your expertise as well as with my expertise, we began to notice that business owners that have crossed the $1 million mark, or those that desire to cross the $1 million mark, once they achieve that goal, is not always profitable. There are more problems that oftentimes they did not expect. So they did not plan for. So the sole purpose of you and I coming together to host this live video is to provide tips on what you should do and what you should not do, and most importantly, how you should prepare for crossing that $1 million mark in business. Our goal is to prevent business owners from still living client payment to client payment, even though they have crossed that six-figure mark. Because a lot of times, even though a business owner is earning six figures or they're earning $1 million in business, they still have cash flow struggles. They still have things that catch them off guard. So we want to provide a little bit of education and strategies behind what you need to do in order to cross the $1 million mark in business and still have an excess amount of cash flow and your profits, your bottom line, continue to grow as you reach $1 million and beyond in your business.
Totally agree. And first thing, though, I got to tell you, your lipstick is popping. Okay.
Thank you.
Your lipstick is popping. So, I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what you just shared. and kind of share a story. And I'm sure you have many, many stories. And before we share our stories, why don't you share your credentials and why you're able to do what you do? Like, what has led you up to this point? Why are you able to advise people in the financial area?
Well, I have well over 10 plus years in the accounting industry. My specialty is working with six figures and multi six figures business owners, and again, helping them to cross that $1 million mark. In working with these 6 and 7 figure business owners, even in my corporate years, what I've noticed is that, again, cash flow seems to be a challenge, an issue, even though the business owner is earning $1 million plus. So being a go-to numbers girl, running or operating as a virtual CFO, $1 billion companies, I have extensive experience in what they should do and what they should not do. Recently, I was awarded one of the top 50 cloud accountants in North America for 2 years in a row. Yay! So my experience has really led me to understand their struggles and provide them with proven strategies that has helped my clients grow between 50% and 250% within 12 months or less. So I would love, Shaniece, for you to share your expertise and why you are so passionate about helping business owners cross the $1 million mark or even the 6 figure mark in business and still have a profitable, successful company.
I'm so passionate about it. I have been in business for 17 years now. And because of the things that I have learned, my goal is to help other business owners not have to follow those footsteps. We go through so we can be able to be a blessing and to help other people. And for me, being in business for 17 years, first and foremost, I was after I graduated from Ohio State, I was an executive sales director with Mary Kay. So I traveled all over the world teaching women how to build businesses, how to make sure that they have excess cash flow. Did some amazing things. We did 500,000 in 1 year. We had almost 300 consultants. I'm the lady who drove the pink Cadillac. But the reason I left Mary Kay is because I was still building someone else's brand. So ended up building my own coaching and consulting firm because you're right. I am passionate about seeing business owners build businesses and have freedom inside of it. And what I am seeing now after being in business and growing my coaching and consulting firm for almost 5 years, very successful, doing amazing things. My clients who join my programs, they are literally doubling in what they're doing and their profitability. But what I'm seeing is when my clients come to me, I have a couple clients that surpassed the $1 million mark and they have no excess cash.
Absolutely.
They are barely paying themselves. They are barely surviving. There is no freedom in that. There's no freedom. You're doing all this work and you don't have the right strategies and systems in place in order to make sure that they can be profitable. And, that really leads us into why we titled our future webinar that we're presenting today, why crossing the $1 million mark is not always profitable, is because you and I see it. I know you're going to share your story as well, but I had a business owner the other day. He did $1 million in his sleep, brand new business owner, business not set up the right way, getting ready to have to pay a lot in taxes, doesn't have the manpower to help him, is not, he's the only one, doesn't have anyone, like literally his systems are causing him to shrink because he doesn't have any. And there is no excess cash. The profit is a very small profit margin and he's not running his business the right way. So at the end of the day, you and I want to help people prepare. So when they do reach that $1 million mark, they are profitable. So Octavia, can you share with everyone maybe a story or something that happened with one of your clients that you had to, as their financial advisor, you had to help them get to a place where they could see a profit?
Absolutely. And you touched on a great point that I see often for business owners that have already crossed that $1 million mark, what tends to happen is that for business owners that have not crossed that $1 million mark, in their mind, once I cross the $1 million mark in business, I will not have any additional problems. And that can't be further from the truth. What often happens, and I've seen this over and over again for business owners that cross the $1 million mark, their problem is not normally centered around generating sales, right? They're at that level in business, they can generate sales in their sleep. Their problem is centered around never having the cash there when they need it, and their profit margins oftentimes are non-existent. For example, I recently worked with a client. I had been working with them for some time, and when we first started working together, this client, their revenue was well beyond $1 million in business. Unfortunately, their profit margins were a negative 15% month after month. And they could not figure out, how am I earning all of this money and yet I still do not have the cash flow there when I need it. And the problem centered around their financial management system and their pricing and the way that they were managing their money. So after working with this client, we ended up shifting their negative 15% profit margins to well over 30%, adding over time an additional $30,000 on up to $50,000 in their business consistently month after month. But this was in cash flow, right? And we had to continue to increase from there. So again, when you cross that $1 million mark, you want to make sure, as Shaniece touched on earlier, that you have the proper systems in place and the support around you so that you're benefiting from earning $1 million in business, and it just doesn't look good on paper. Like, you actually log into your bank account and smile because the money is there when you need it to do the things that you need to do to take your company to the next level and live the life that you desire, all because of the success in your business.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shaniece, if you could share some of maybe a couple of strategies that you have provided business owners on what they need to do before they cross the six-figure mark and even after they have crossed the six-figure mark. Or, I'm sorry, I keep saying the six-figure, after they have crossed the $1 million mark in business.
For sure. First thing first, they need to hire a me and you. Okay.
Yes.
We are what we call a board of directors. We are, as a business owner, you should have a board of directors of people who can help you grow. And if you feel like you don't have the money, then you'll never grow. You have to be willing to step out on faith. And on your board of directors, you need a business coach. That's where I come in. You need someone heavy in finances. That is where Octavia comes in, who is certified, who knows how to look at your profit and loss statements, who understands how your business should be set up, who helps you make sure that you have excess cash on hand and that your expenses are not outweighing your income. Okay. You also need a lawyer. You need a banker. There are important people that you need, a website designer, graphic designer. There are important people that you need on your board of directors. And so for me, when my clients sign up, well, first and foremost, when we even do our discovery session, I get to know what type of business that they have, how many employees, what they're running, what the job descriptions are for their employees, like everything. And most of the time, business owners who come to me who are successful in their revenue, they don't have anything set up. Mm-hmm. So once they join, I am a strategist. I mean, that's why that is a part of my title. I am a strategist. So first things first, I look at everything. I tell them, we are in a marriage. Okay. I need to know everything that you have going on. And one of the systems we put in place is looking at their finances, getting them all on paper. Okay. Looking at what's coming in, what's going out. Looking at their pricing strategy. You heard Octavia talk about that whole pricing strategy. Most entrepreneurs price their services and their products way below what they should be priced at. So we sit down and we look at their progression. What's in place in order for them to attract their ideal clients? Then we look at their marketing. So I have a whole strategy around marketing, high level marketing. I feel like branding and marketing is like a cliche. Everybody's using it. But what we do, we dive deep into it. Because at the end of the day, you want to get your business to a place where your ideal clients are chasing you down and you no longer have to chase them down. So strategies, the financial strategy, looking at what's coming in, what's going out. Then we look at the overall setup of their business. How many branches of income do they have coming in? And how to separate each branch to make sure every branch is generating revenue. And then looking at how they should be paying themselves, because there's a whole strategy. You and I know that we're heavy in profit first, making sure that their whole profit first is set up. I mean, I could go on and on for days, but at the end of the day, I sit down with my clients and we look at everything to make sure that we don't have any business gaps. And to make sure, because a lot of business owners, Octavia, they leave money on the table. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I agree 100%. What I have found with working with business owners is that, and you've touched on a lot of the key strategies and the things that they need, but I have found that business owners think that in order to cross that $1 million mark in business, or in order to remain $1 million and beyond business owner, I must have 13 different services and 12 different products, and you don't need all of that. You need to keep it simple, streamline, and make sure that you're focused on your core services and your core products. In addition to that, you must have a cash flow system in place that allows you to track each line item that you spend money on in your business. There are several money leaks that I have noticed over the years of working with $1 million business owners that they're not aware of. There are several ways that they're leaving money on the table. And one of the biggest things I notice is that they oftentimes don't want to focus on the financial aspect of the business. But financial management, that is the pulse of your business. And how do you expect to remain a $1 million business owner if you're not spending time with your numbers? And once you really begin to deep dive into your finances, you'll begin to understand the true financial health of your business. And then most importantly, you're able to use this information to make wise and informed business decisions. And it's nothing like being able to make a decision on the next level in your business, or if you should purchase more inventory, or if you should hire any new team members, because you have the supportive documentation to help you in making the right decisions. In addition to that, and even before I go on, the reason why you're leaving money on the table by not having a reliable, timely financial management system in place is because you're not making wise decisions. A lot of times business owners make emotional decisions, but when you have your systems in place, when you have a team supporting you, that takes the emotions out of making decisions for your business, and that'll go faster. Wouldn't you agree?
That is so awesome. I mean, you just said it all in a nutshell. Y'all, that's why we're power partners. That's why we're here on Facebook Live, because Octavia is a beast in the area of making sure that your finances are in place. One of the things that I cannot stand hearing business owners say, especially who have crossed the $1 million mark, is I cannot afford. I cannot afford. There's no reason why your revenue says 1.2 million. Listen to this. I had a client, and of course we cannot say any names, so I would never, reveal any names, but I had a client who hit 1.2 million, and the profit, y'all listen to this, was 30,000. That is sad. And so let's talk about the I know it all factor. As a business owner that desires to grow, you never know it all. I always tell people, if Oprah has mentors and coaches, then you are not off the hook. And if you see, at the end of the day, God has given you your gift to help bless other people. And if you don't run your business the right way, if you don't invest in the type of services that Octavia and I provide, then that doesn't allow you to rise up and be at the level you're supposed to be at. So all those people who are connected to your business, they're connected to your brand that you don't even know about, will not be blessed.
Absolutely.
So you have to remove that I know it all, because there's always room to grow. And right now, if you are running your business and you don't have an accountant, you don't have a tax person, you don't have a business coach, then ask yourself, why are you running your business? Because for the most part, you're doing it as a hobby.
I was about to say exactly that. Do you have a business or are you operating a hobby? And I think one of the ways to understand the level that you're currently on is to take a deep look at how you're operating your business. As Shaniece mentioned, if you don't have the key players in place that you need to scale your business, are you operating your business or are you operating a hobby? If you don't have a financial management system, a business coach, how do you expect to go to the next level? How do you expect someone to invest in your company, in your product, if you're not investing in yourself? That's a key question, right?
For sure. And that is why crossing the $1 million mark is not always profitable for some business owners, and actually 50% of business owners, because they're refusing to invest in the type of services that we provide. So we want to be able to prepare you now for those of you who have not crossed the 6-figure mark, or you've crossed it and you're headed to the 7-figure mark, but your business is not set up the right way. Our goal with the webinar, and you can see in the description on our pages where you can register ASAP, because this webinar is going to help shift you. It is going to help prepare you for 2019. So when you end this year and 2020 rolls around, you're not dealing with the same issues. And Octavia and I have removed the I know it all factor. And we both invest in financial advisors, making sure our businesses are set up the right way, and business coaches. Y'all would probably pass out if y'all knew how much we pay in order for us to grow. And it's not about investing in our business coach. It's about investing in us. Yeah. It's about like, you are the number one player on your team. And if you don't have, like, literally, when you develop your business and you're doing your marketing and you're trying to connect to your ideal person and you're wondering why you're not growing at the rate that you're growing, that's when we come into play. And we teach you how to create solid messages. So you're focusing and connecting on the person's internal, what's going on internally. Because most people who hit the $1 million mark and they're not profitable is because something has caused them to say, I don't need help. I don't need to invest. So right now, we really, really, if you don't take anything away, we really want to shift your mindset to prepare you for 2019. Don't you know that this year is going to be the year that you can do amazing things in your business if you do what's necessary for growth? Wouldn't you say that, Octavia?
I would agree 100%. This can be the year unlike any other year in your business, especially when you join us for our live webinar and learn the strategies in details on exactly what you must do once you cross that $1 million mark in business. And here's the thing. Even if you have yet to cross the $1 million mark, join us for our live webinar, because we're going to show you how to prepare to cross that $1 million mark, so that when you do cross the $1 million mark, or if you're already across that mark in business, you have an excess of cash flow. You have a profit, a bottom line consistently month after month and year after year. Because I have seen with my clients, when they first come on to work with us, that is nothing more, I won't say depressing, but it's nothing more stressful than to earn $1 million in business and never have the cash flow there. When you see $1 million on your profit and loss statement, because the first thing that you're going to see is your top line number, your revenue. So you pull your P&L and you see that $1 million, right? And you feel happy. But then you go further down the report and you see that there is no cash there, right? There is nothing worse than feeling like that. Like, I earned this money, but where is it? Why do I feel like I'm always on this financial roller coaster in my business? Some months I'm up, I'm winning, cash is good. Other months I'm down and I'm losing. And then there are those months I just don't know what's going on. You want to stop that, and you want to stop that immediately. And your first step to having an excess of cash flow in your business, to boosting your bottom line, is registering for our live webinar, where we're going to show you how to make sure that when you cross that $1 million mark, or the fact that you are across that $1 million mark, that you're still profitable and you still have an excess of cash flow. You have the systems around you. You have the support, the solutions, and the strategies to enjoy your success.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And, you know, we can talk on this because we've helped change businesses. We've helped grow businesses. The client that I just shared with you, since working with me, his profit has now grown to 6 figures, because it was just little things that we needed to fix. It was just small things. And at the end of the day, he could not fix them on his own. So joining our webinar, and let me give you the details, and then, you know, we'll continue to share with you more information, the details. So those of you listening, mark your calendars. I am pulling it up.
I am putting the information in the comments as well. I've already included the link, so you can definitely click on the link, and I'm also going to put the information and the date and time, and Shaniece is going to provide that information to you on here as well.
Yes, I am. For some reason, it has left my screen, but I am pulling it back up. So while Octavia is posting it, make sure that you go get your pen and paper. And then again, make sure that you share this, because I know that you know plenty of business owners that are going to need to be on our call, and we only have spots for 50 people, okay? So it is going to be on Tuesday, February the 26th at 12 o'clock p.m. So you do have to register. It is free. So quit panicking, quit sweating. So make sure that you go and you register. If you're listening to us right now, because once it's filled up, it is filled up. So it's Tuesday, February the 26th, 2019 at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, click on the link, read about the link, read about what we're sharing. It says, when you think about $1 million businesses and business owners, you assume they have large profit margins with 6-figure cash flow on hand. We just told you that's not always the case. They have a solid team of employees. Most of the time is one person running everything, and they're overworked, they're stressed, send themselves to the hospital. The CEO is paying him or herself a paycheck, which normally is not the case. The business does not have tax issues, which normally is always the case, and they prepared for down seasons. Octavia, do you have it pulled up so you can read and share? We understand. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So we understand that you may be ready to create 6 to 7 figures, but you have no idea what it takes to successfully operate a business of this type, right? We understand that your business could possibly be earning 6 or 7 figures, but you as a CEO, well, you're not paying yourself what you believe you should earn, right? We understand that you have no idea how to set up your business properly in order to file your taxes, in order to reduce your tax liability as a $1 million business. We understand that you have no idea how to project the numbers so that you are prepared for your down seasons, because even as a $1 million business owner, you're still going to have your peak seasons and your slow seasons. And if you're not prepared for them, your slow seasons can definitely crush you. So we understand, and we're going to help you prepare for that during our live webinar. We also understand that you are running a 6 or 7 figure business, but you're still living paycheck to paycheck, or as I like to say, client payment to client payment. We understand that you are desperately desiring a 6 or 7 figure business because you're looking to have that joy, that success, that happiness, and that harmony, but you have yet to achieve that in your business. Maybe you're financially stressed. Maybe you're just stressed all around because you right now do not have the systems, the solution, the support, and the strategies to help you. I cannot stress enough to help you enjoy earning $1 million in business. We understand your struggles. We have worked with several clients, especially since the start of our business. I have been in business since 2011. I've been in the accounting industry for well over 10 plus years. And Shaniece, how long have you been in business?
I've been in business altogether for 17 years. So we get it. And you know why we get it? Because we've been there.
Yes.
We've been there. So we're teaching from experience, and that's the best way for you to learn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I often share my story of how I expected, because I was earning 6+ figures in corporate America, that when I entered the world of entrepreneurship, I was going to immediately be earning 6+ figures as an entrepreneur. But as an accountant, I'm not ashamed to admit it anymore, I did some of the same things I'm now teaching my clients not to do. I made some of their very mistakes, and I went from earning 6 figures in corporate America, thinking I was going to earn 6 figures as a business owner, to having a negative $152 in my account. And that was the start of my struggle. And I had to rebuild my business and reset my mindset and my company. And one of the things that Shaniece touched on earlier is that internal mindset. If your mindset is not in order, and your subconscious mind that is controlling over 90% of the things that happen in your life and in your business, if that is not in order, then it doesn't matter what you do, you're still gonna have some areas of struggle and a lot of challenges. And the sole purpose of our live webinar is to cut those struggles and those challenges that you may face as you begin to cross that $1 million mark in business, and show you exactly how to enjoy that lifestyle and how to set your business up to where it achieves longevity and success as a profitable business.
I love it. I love it. So you're asking the question, who is this webinar for? It's for business owners that are earning 6 to 7 figures, or business owners who desire to earn 6 to 7 figures, and you're serious about it, and you want to make sure that your business is set up the right way. You want to make sure that you don't get to the area that you're striving for, and then you have to backtrack because you didn't take the necessary steps to make sure your business was set up the right way so you could earn a profit. So what will this webinar teach you? It will teach you how to build a $1 million business the right way, in order to make sure that you don't join that 50% of business owners earning $1 million in revenue, but they're financially strapped. They are strapped. So again, I mean, you are all the first to receive this link. I would not hold off. If we're talking to you, I would register ASAP, put it on your calendar. And if you know some other business owners, with which I'm sure you do, tell them to register as well, because this is not a game. This is not a game. This is your livelihood. This is your business. And this is something that you need to take serious. We are taking it serious enough to set aside this time in order to be able to share with you, to give you information that is free for us to be able to help change your life. So we just challenge you to take this serious, because we are serious about empowering other people's lives. So Octavia, is there anything that you want to share with everyone before we end our conversation on today?
Yes, I just want to share with everyone that we understand that there are several coaches and consultants in the marketplace that are using the buzzword of 6-figure and 7-figure mark, and they may not be fully equipped with the strategies and the systems and the solutions to help you have a truly profitable business. Because here's what you have to understand: profit and 6-figure and 7-figure, those are buzzwords. But you want to make sure that whomever you are listening to and whoever is guiding you and whomever you're following, they truly have achieve the results, and they have clients that can attest to the fact that they have achieved those results. We have a power partnership here because we have those things. We have worked with clients and have taken them beyond the $1 million mark in business, and we're truly passionate about helping as many business owners as we can have a $1 million business, but have one that is truly profitable, that has an excess of cash flow. And as we said before, they have harmony, happiness, and joy as they're running or operating their $1 million business. So you want to make sure that you right now go ahead and register. We only have 50 spots. And once those 50 spots are filled, then you're going to miss out. So you're watching this live for a reason, and this is probably your time to go to that next level in business, to scale your business. So don't delay and don't wait. Go ahead and secure your spot for our live webinar so that you can receive what you need to cross the $1 million mark in your business and beyond, and have a profitable, successful, cash flow positive business. So in closing, I would just encourage you, if you're watching a replay, if you're currently watching the video, go ahead and secure your spot right now, because once it fill up, it is nothing that we can do. So go on over to bit.ly/$1 million live webinar and secure your spot today.
Absolutely. And if you're watching us right now on Facebook, the link is in the description. If you're watching us somewhere else, Octavia just told you it's bit.ly $1 million live webinar. Make sure you register ASAP. So I have so enjoyed this today. What about you? Have you enjoyed this?
Me too. I'm so excited. I have truly enjoyed this. Yes, 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 I have. I can't wait until the live webinar. And if you have enjoyed this, you are going to be in for a treat for the live webinar. Trust me.
For sure. And leave us a comment. We love comments. We love feedback. We want to be able to chat with you. You can inbox either one of us individually if you do have, more private questions. But leave us a comment, share it, like it, give us a heart. Let us know that this information is definitely beneficial, because, again, our goal is to serve. So y'all, thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to register, mark your calendars, and look for some more information to come from us, because we are really excited, really focused. And these next, 19 days, we'll have more information to provide you, so you won't fall in that category with the other 50% who are not profiting the way they should be. So goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.